Hello, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Lorraine Masia Mponera, your self-appointed scholarships mentor. So in this video, I'll show you the new website that has been developed for care workers who are stuck, who are being exploited in the UK, how they can swap their visas and stuff like that. But there's also one important opportunity for every African in diaspora. I think this is an opportunity that you don't need to miss. So stick with me to the end so you can enjoy all of this. It will blow you away without wasting much of your time. Let's get right into it. Okay, so this website will not appear in the description, so take note of it. It's called https://autonomy.work/care-visa-sponsor-database/. Okay, or I can say it in a different way, https://autonomy.work/care-visa-sponsor-database/. Okay, so it says here, the last update was on 13th May, I guess, care visa sponsor database. Sorry, what happened there? Okay. Care visa sponsor database. This is a database of UK social care providers licensed to sponsor workers' visas. It was adapted from a tool developed by the Bureau of Investigative Journalism, TBIJ, for its investigation into the exploitation faced by workers who came to the UK on the health and care visa. This resource has been created to fill a gap in existing publicly available information. While the UK government publishes a list of all skilled worker visa sponsors, it does not specify the sectors in which different companies operate. During TBIJ's investigation, many workers said that not knowing which care providers can sponsor workers made it difficult to change employers and escape exploitative situations. The database was created by combining data from the Home Office's list of all visa sponsors with the Health Watchdog, the Care Quality Commission, Register of Regulated Services. Consequently, there will be gaps in the data, and some care providers which are licensed to sponsor workers in the UK might not be included. A care provider's inclusion in this database is also not an endorsement of the company or its activities. The list will be updated on a daily basis. Okay, so there is a disclaimer here. Being in the list, it doesn't mean that they are saying they will not abuse people or something like that, but just making it clear that these are the companies. Okay, if you want to swap and change. So there's a name, provider name, CQC page, postcode, and town and city or county where they are located. So there is first in care services, adopt, yada, yada, yada. It's a huge list. As you can see here, page 1 of 1054. You can also download this list if you're especially on a laptop computer, so you can see the whole list. But going through the list, if you don't want to download it because it might take a lot of space, just click on next. Livingstone Healthcare Services, then the link. So let's just randomly check one. There you are. Providing care for adults living with dementia. So if you are applying, there is careers page here where they talk about jobs. personal assistant, yada, yada, yada. But that's for people who are looking for a job, I guess. But you just need to read more. But people who are swapping, you can also check out if this is right one um, for you to swap with. Okay. So let's go back to it. And this is how you can do it. So if you want to check the same website, what CQC says, you go to this link. This is their page on CQC. And how they are rated and stuff like that. It just helps you to know what has been going on and what's going on. Okay. Let's get to the final opportunity. I'm also too excited about this. This is a fellowship by United Nations. It says fellowship program for people of African descent. The call for application for 2024 is now open and the deadline is 31st May, which is today is 18. You have like 2 weeks to go. So you just need to apply straight away, really. And it says African descent. What is the fellowship? What is the fellowship program? The fellowship program for people of African descent is an intensive human rights training for people of African descent from the diaspora who are engaged in promoting rights of people of African descent. It takes place once a year at the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights in Geneva. The fellowship program provides the participants with the opportunity to learn about and deepen their understanding of the international human rights law and the United Nations human rights system, the international framework to combat racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and related intolerance, and intersecting issues with a focus on people of African descent. Strengthen skills in developing project proposals, delivering presentations, and submitting information to human rights mechanisms. Gain first-hand exposure to human rights mechanisms, meet a wide range of actors. This is so important, I think, to meet people that are working in, who are the human rights defenders around the world, you know, of African descent. The fellowship program was initiated by the Anti-Racial Discrimination Section in 2011 and was further supported by General Assembly resolution on the program of activities for the implementation of International Decade for People of African Descent. The High Commissioner is the coordinator of the decade. My voice is getting out. Purpose of the program: the aim is to strengthen participants' skills to contribute to the promotion and protection of civil, political, economic, social, and cultural rights of people of African descent in their respective countries. The participants are equipped with the tools necessary to enhance the development of legislation, policies, and programs to strengthen collaboration of civil society with governments, and to undertake local awareness raising activities. Stories from former fellows. If you want to hear what other people are saying, you need to go on their YouTube here and listen what experiences they have had. Who may apply? The candidate must be an individual of African descent living in the diaspora. Okay, so it's for diasporians. If you moved out of your country, you are in diaspora. The candidate must have a minimum of 4 years of work experience related to the rights of people of African descent. The candidate has to submit a letter from an organization working on issues related to people of African descent or minority rights certifying their status. The candidate must be available to attend the full duration of the program. The selected fellows will be expected to participate in different activities and to strictly follow the program. So you'll be away for 3 weeks, 11 November to 29 of November 2024 in Geneva, Switzerland. I've been to Geneva. Oh my God. It's the most expensive place on earth, but it's beautiful. And yeah, you got to learn some French, I guess, if you want to eat in a restaurant and and stuff like that. But you will still find your way, especially that it's a coordinated program. I don't think you will have problems at all. But it's really a beautiful, beautiful, nice environment. UN office, WHO office, yada yada yada. It's Geneva is like the heartbeat of, you know, world human rights, health, and all of that issues. So how to apply? We can talk and talk and talk, but if we don't understand how to apply, nothing is going to happen. So applications can be submitted in English, French, or Spanish. Applicants are requested to submit the following documents in one single email to, this is the email address. So brothers, sisters, friends, and whoever. The website we are using is not going to appear anywhere. So it's either you take note of this website, ohchr.org, or you can just search on internet fellowship program for people of African descent and make sure you are on this page. Okay? ohchr.org. And the title, Fellowship Program for People of African Descent. Make sure you are on the United Nations website. Okay? So here we are. So these are the things you attach in this email. It's your CV, a completed, signed, and scanned application form. We're not going to look in the application form, but you need to click here to open the application form. It's in a Word document. You just fill it in, print it, sign it, then scan the document as a single document. You can scan on your phone, or you can scan using the actual scanner, but on the phone is possible as well. So also include a personal statement of 500 words in which the candidate will explain his motivation for applying and how he would use the knowledge gained from the fellowship to promote the interests and rights of people of African descent. Then you need an official letter from the nominating organization or community certifying the status. So this can be a reference letter from anybody that you work with, or from an organization that knows you, or yeah, the organization that is nominating you if you're being nominated by an organization. But usually human rights activists and stuff like that, we operate we operate sometimes outside of groups, or we are, we own the organization. So you will know where to get this type of letter. A copy of applicant's passport. Some people have travel documents, I guess. Please note that submissions with more than 5 attachments will not be accepted. So you are only attaching these 5 things: CV, application form, personal statement, reference letter, and your passport. Don't start adding, oh, this certificate I got from this university, this, the other. Unless if you embed it in something else, maybe as part of your CV or whatever, than making a different document. Selection process. It's good to know what happens after that. Please take note of the deadline, 31st May. The selection of the fellows will reflect gender and regional balance. The human rights situation of people of African descent in the respective countries will also be taken into consideration. Please note that because of the volume of messages, applications will not be acknowledged. Only shortlisted applicants or candidates will be notified. So what are you entitled to? Each fellow is entitled to a retained economic class, not business. Come on. Right. economy class from the country of residence to Geneva, basic health insurance, and a stipend to cover modest accommodation and other living experiences for the duration of the program. Information for former fellows. You will need this after you have attended. Okay, so let me stop share. So if you are successful and you've been to Geneva and back, make sure you come and leave a comment to let me know if you benefited from it. But also, if you like this video, if you think the information is important, is helpful, can you please like this video and also share with the right people that might benefit from it if it's not yourself. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video because I enjoyed making it. You have a nice day. Asekera kunkune.